Did a bit of travel right before the pandemic. I did worldwide trip. You remember that? Worldwide trips? Not bad. I was in China right before it happened. I didn't do it. I was in China. I was mucking about there, and then I got quite a cheap flight to Italy. No, no correlation. I was in Italy. Some of you probably thinking, imagine this guy in Italy. Like, what would he get up to? This next story might be for you then. I was in quite a small town in Italy called Spelonga. Right? It was so small that there was only like one cab driver operating in the whole area. And I had to get into the train station there from Rome, like it's a little train trip, and then into the station and to meet the cab driver. I was meant to get in at 11 p.m. That's what time I was meant to get to the station, but due to the Italian administration system and general work ethic, I didn't get in until 12 a.m. I see the taxi driver, and he's an old guy, right? 11 p.m, already past his bedtime. 12 a.m, he's livid, right? He's pissed off. I see him and I try to ease the situation, because normally I'm pretty good at complex social dynamics. But my regular arsenal's out the window, because he can't speak English, and I can't speak Italian. So it's an away game, right? But even still, like, I try to get him back on board. I put my bags in his car and get into the passenger seat. Limited Italian, I know. I try small talk on him. But every bit of small talk I do, like, he gets even angrier and even angrier. And we've been through all the pastors. And after carbonara, there's a long silence. Huh? I'm freaking out because I don't know where he's taking me. We haven't agreed on a price for the trip. Do you know how scary that is? He's speeding down highways. He's like swerving all about. My life is in his hands. And in this moment of panic, I notice on the stereo it says the letters CD, which is universal for compact disc. It means this is this guy's music, right? He liked it enough to buy a copy of it. So with that in mind, I took my phone out secretly, opened up an app called Shazam. Tells you what song's playing, right? Shazam it. It's an Italian pop singer called Franco Battiato. Keep that in my mind. I put my phone away. Don't want him to think that the phone has anything to do with what's about to happen next. I'm sitting in my seat, geeing myself up for the biggest gambit of my lifetime. Eventually, sitting there in silence for a little bit, eventually I pluck up the courage. And I turn to him. I point at the stereo. And I'm like, Franco Battiato? He don't say anything. He's silent. He's silent for like 5.5 seconds. Longest 5.5 seconds of my life. Felt like 6 seconds. But eventually he goes, Franco Battiato. Si. Bravo. I was like, bravo? Spoke English all along. Felt so good. Got him back on board, you know what I mean? I had to go celebrate. So the next day, I went to this little restaurant, right? Specialised in only one thing. Is like been there for years and years, and they only did one thing, and they were the best in the world at it. It's like this deep fried rice ball. Got to the front of the line. They said, Aaron Cheney? I said, no, Aaron Chen.